tear of our existing centers on earth. We can never ever do without it. It is vital, it is key, it is essential. Just as we cannot live with our clothes and food, so we can without it. It saturates the atmosphere. It's all over the place. In whatever the form, shape, or size. It is a giant that no one can defeat. Interestingly, a friendly giant, not destructive. It is called information. Oh yes, information. If you got absolutely nothing to do with it, you think it's not of interest to you, it doesn't benefit you, well, it will affect you big time. A very big mistake that you will regret, because you will be used, tossed to and fro, exploited, and abused. You are at the feet of the informed. So you don't want to get out of it, but be in it. Get fully engaged with it. Good morning. Welcome to King's Local Daily on King's 88.5 with me, Sam Andrews. Today is Tuesday, the 29th day of July 2025, the eve of the national holiday, National Prayer Day, declared by President Joseph Boakai. Tomorrow, national holiday, not working holiday, but national holiday, stay home day, according to the president. If anyone asks you, tell them it is a national holiday. And if they are doubtful, insist it is a national holiday, not working holiday. Several papers we've got in on King's Local Daily, your radio vendor. These are the papers in the news, the nation's news since 1989. The investigative newspaper, the most investigative newspaper, the Independent, Liberia's most investigative newspaper, the In Profile Daily, Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you, and the Doyen Inquirer newspaper. The news, the nation's news since 1989 is our start. Front page, integrity, public service, not relics of the past. Orator tells the nation. Integrity, public service, not relics of the past. Orator tells the nation. Reverend Dr. Emmett Lafayette Gould, who stir up confusion, misunderstanding, controversy amongst not the politicians, but fellow pastors. Why commercial drivers protesting? Why commercial drivers protesting? The lead story of the news. Why commercial drivers protesting? Scores of them on the front page with their placards. Marabio reflects on Liberia's dark past. The back page of the news. Coon pledges Liberia support to UN food system agenda. MOH enhances diagnostic care with ultrasound machines. Tomorrow, declare as National Day of Prayer, national holiday. Moravia, US-based Green Crew citizens to build pit latrines, hand pumps in Bowing. Who is constantly behind Honorable Elijah F. Rufus with the commission of murder? Government embarks on public hepatitis B testing awareness as part of observance of World Hepatitis B Day, and faith-based organization distribute gifts. The news, the nation's news since 1989 is out for 40 Liberian dollars. Only 40 Liberian dollars, no more, no less. With this lead story, why commercial drivers protesting? The authoritative Heritage newspaper is next up. Front page of the authoritative Heritage. President Bouaka declares National Prayer Day, plans memorial commissioning. President Bouaka declares National Prayer Day, plans memorial commissioning. That means tomorrow is a national holiday. Everybody stays home according to the president. Churches must open by decree. Mosques must get into full motion by decree. Individual Christians must pray by decree. Anyone refusing, the government's wrath, not God's wrath, but the government's wrath will fall upon you. So that's it. That's the lead story. Tomorrow is national holiday. President Bouaka said everybody should stay home and pray for the success of his government so that his government will succeed. Pastors must go to their respective churches. Imams must go to the mosques. Though it's on Wednesday and they meet on Friday, but they should meet tomorrow. Must make adjustment in their prayer calendar or itinerary. President Boakai declares National Prayer Day plans commissioning. The footnote story, front page, heritage, fire, don't suspend. Orator urges President Boakai to act boldly. Reverend Emmett Dunn, Liberia close to MCC second compact as U.S. Board convenes next week. That's according to the Minister of Finance and Development Planning, Augustin Gafoir. This is the lead story as well as the back page. Back page, LACC strikes, NOCAL, LTA, LRRC, bosses indicted for corruption. There are three on the front page, the back page rather. At UN Food Summit, VP Kun demands global accountability. Woman butchered in shoe factory. EPS officer accused of shooting suspect. You don't want to see the body of the lady. Her wounds, deep wounds, gadgets. The back page has it. Woman butchered in shoe factory. EPS officer accused of shooting suspect. That means protecting the suspect. Liberia launches first tech camp for kids at UL. You ought to get a copy of the authoritative Heritage newspaper so that you get the full detail of the lead story as well as others. President Boakai declares National Prayer Day, plans commissioning ceremony. It's coming up to 14 minutes after 11 o'clock. You're listening and watching King's Local Daily on Kings 88.5. Today is Tuesday, the eve of the National Prayer Day, national holiday declared by President Joseph Yoma Boakai. The president says everyone should stay home and pray for him, pray for his government officials, pray for the government as institution so that they will succeed. Even those he put in jail, all of those he declared as political prisoners, all of those he did things to, he said they should stay pray for him. They should apply Matthew 5:44. Bless them that curse you. Pray for them that despisefully use you. Do good to them that do you evil. Where do we go next on King's Local Daily? Your radio vendor, the only radio vendor that does it best well. Kings 88.5. We are transmitting from Randa and from streets adjacent the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. Liberia's most investigative newspaper, The Independent, is next up. Front page. Why rich country, poor people? Dr. Dunn asks Liberians. That's the front lead story of The Independent newspaper. Why rich country, poor people? Dr. Dunn asks Liberians. Liberia's 178th Independence Day orator. Just yesterday, the outgoing president of the World Bank, Dr. Adesina, raised the same concern. Liberia, richest country on the continent by natural resources, yet it is poor. Why? It hasn't been developed. The footnote story, LACC secures indictment. NOCAL, LTA, LRRC on the line. This is how the back page looks. Invest in citizens. Ambassador Shania urges government. Engineering citizens lives. Government UNDP strengthening entrepreneurship support. The news. The Liberia's independent or most investigative newspaper, The Independent, it's out for 50. Only 50 Liberian dollars. You want to get a copy, please do. Only 50. So that you get the full story or understanding of these headlines. Rich country, but natural resources, yet poor. The In Profile Daily newspaper is next up. Lead story, Stewart pulls Conant's corruption string. What is he saying? That Amara Conant is allegedly corrupt? Well, it seems this is what the paper is reporting, quoting former TRC Commissioner John Stewart. Stewart pulls Conant's corruption string. The two men are sharing the front page of the In Profile Daily newspaper. Sub-lead storage, Reverend Collins stirs Liberians at 178th Independence Day as OLM observes 50th anniversary in Minnesota. Boakai's U.S. engagement pay off as MCC board reaffirms. The paper is quoting the Minister of Finance and Development Planning, Augustin Kwengafuan, that President Boakai was not just speaking good English in Washington during his U.S. Africa meeting with the President of the United States, Donald Trump, but he was making impactful moves on multiple fronts. The back page of the In Profile Daily newspaper. Don recommends country's new motto. Diaspora Liberian wants economic investment. Lebanese National Jail. IFAD wants prioritized investment. The In Profile Daily, like other papers, is out today for 40 Liberian dollars. You want to get a copy from any one of the vendors if you haven't yet. If you are unable as per your work schedule or your inability to access the vendor, then your radio vendor has brought it to you. If you are busy preparing your sermon, getting ready for tomorrow's prayer for President Boakai and his officials and government to succeed, well then, your radio vendor has brought the paper to you so that you know. Or 40, only 40 Liberian dollars. Be In Profile Daily. Most of the pastors, especially those from the Pentecostal sector, were mad and still mad at Pastor Edmund Don in his oration when he said they only focus on prayer, praying 5 nights, having absolutely no literacy program. So there is, the president has ordered National Prayer Day, so they can go all about praying now, flexing their muscles in prayer. The Oracle News Daily reporting the truth to you is next up. U.S. Mega $1 million compact reassured. That's the front page of the Oracle News Daily reporting the truth to you. U.S. Mega $1 million compact reassured. That's the 500 million. Unity Party felt that it was coming, and their ministers, deputy ministers, assistant ministers, and fanatics flooded Facebook, only for the Minister of Finance and Development Planning to tell the truth that all that you saw trending on Facebook were makeup, empty propaganda. We have only been assured and reaffirmed. This is the lead story. The back page, Liberia, a beacon of perseverance, said Martina, Commissioner Lie at EFLA General Assembly. The Oracle News Daily is out for $40 Liberian. Only 40. You want to get a copy? Only 40. 40 from any one of the vendors. Reasonable. And it is also carrying the itinerary leading to the burial of the former Chief of Staff in the office of the former Minister of Finance and Development Planning, Cletus Noah, at Lady of Lebanon Church, August 1. "23 minutes after 11, and we are gradually fading out. The last but not the least, the Doyen Inquirer newspaper, lead story, front page. Never again must we lose our children to hatred, President Bio declares. That's the president of Sierra Leone, Julius Maada Bio, when he made remarks at Liberia's 178th Independence Day. Liberia champions regional cooperation at UNFSS +4 summit. Vice President Jeremiah Cohn, the emissary of Joseph Yuma Boakai, is quoted as saying, orator denounces spiritual manipulation, calls on churches to liberate the people. The back page, Boakai frees 75 inmates, signals push for humane justice. Liberian community in Ghana elects new leadership. The Inquirer newspaper, like other papers, is out today for only 40 Liberian dollars. You want to get a copy? Please do if you haven't yet. If you are unable, then your radio vendor has brought the paper to your Kings 88.5. That's all the time we've got for Kings Local Daily on Kings 88.5. Today, Tuesday, the 29th day of July 2025, the eve of National Prayer Day declared by the president. A decree came out from one holiday to another. Well, that's it. When we tell you that our country, the president is an imperial president, you wouldn't believe it. Now you'll see. Just coming out of a national holiday and then you're jumping into another. Don't be surprised if 2 or 3 days after the president declares another national holiday. So tomorrow is National Prayer Day. The president said everybody should get out, do nothing, stay at home, pray for him, Churches must open. Mosques must open. Pastors must prepare sermons. Choirs must get ready. Ushers, everybody, get ready to pray for him, his government, so that they will succeed. A political decree out. Whether you like it or not, it is a political decree. Under no circumstance can a politician dictate to religious people or dictate the pace of anything spiritual. So that's it. The president said, I'm going to get out to pray. Pastors must prepare sermon and preach in his favor. Choir should sing in his favor. Everything should be in his favor and his government. As if God is willing to hear that crap of a thing called prayer. That's how we go home on King's Local Daily for today. We're back tomorrow. Join us if you can. The news is on at 1 this afternoon. King's Newsroom. You don't want to miss it. And at 3, Real Talk. We go real. I'm Sam Andrews.
From the latest news to your favorite tunes, we've got your back morning, night, and afternoon. Join our family, connect with your crew. Kings FM 88.5, just for you.
You are now tuned in to your number one radio station.
Kings 88.5 FM.